On Monday, the 17th of November 2025, the new Home Secretary Shabana Mahmood is set to announce 2 major changes in immigration rules. These changes will affect ILR, indefinite leave to remain. Some people will get ILR in 20 years. Yes, you heard me right. In 20 years, while some other people will get it in 10 years. If you want to know what this is all about, I'm going to share everything with you. If you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Cynthia. I share information that will help your transition abroad to be as smooth as possible. I share information about settling, working, or studying in the UK. If you're interested in any of these, please subscribe to this channel and turn on your notification bell so that each time I drop a new video, you'll be amongst the first people to see that video. If you need support getting a visa sponsorship job, please reach out to me. The link will be in the description as well as in the comments. And without wasting time, let's get into this video. I'm going to share different publications with you. The first one I'm going to start with is the one on BBC News. It says refugees to face 20-year wait to settle permanently under asylum reforms. Remember that Shabana Mahmood sent some senior Home Office officials to Denmark to copy their immigration system and see if they are going to implement it in the UK. And this is what they have come to observe. They've done that, and they feel that this thing that they're going to implement now on the BBC, I always trust the BBC most times, yes, most times, is what the outcome of that visit in Denmark. Now, they're saying that people granted asylum in the UK will have to wait 20 years before they can apply to settle permanently under plans due to be announced by Home Secretary Shabana Mahmood on Monday. The major shake-up to asylum policy comes as the government seeks to reduce small boat crossings and asylum claims. I know that there are some people who came in through the legal route that actually applied for asylum. Now, they said that a lot of students who come in immediately, they will now change and apply for asylum. Those things, everybody's going to be affected. That's what I have observed. If you're an asylum seeker, you're likely to be affected. I don't know when this rule is going to be implemented, but this is what they intend to do to shake up the immigration system and dissuade people from using the asylum route to go and get settlement in the UK. They said under the plans, people who are granted asylum will only be allowed to stay in the UK temporarily with their refugee status regularly reviewed, and those whose home countries are then deemed safe told to return. The same thing that happened with Denmark. If your situation changes, they just deport you. They said that they have achieved 95% deportation in Denmark. So the UK is copying the same immigration policies that Denmark has already. And it says that currently, refugee status lasts for 5 years, after which people can apply for indefinite leave to remain. Now, the Home Secretary wants to cut the initial period from 5 years to 2.5 years, after which refugee status will be regularly reviewed. So when they review it after 2.5 years, if they feel that it's safe to go back to your home country, they send you back. And if you want to stay in the UK, she says, but she plans to significantly lengthen the time it will take to grant permanent residence in the UK from 5 years to 20 years. That is her proposal. Now, they are saying a lot of things. She spoke with the Sunday Times. The reforms were designed to essentially say to people, do not come to this country as an illegal migrant and do not get on a boat. Will it affect only people who came in through the boat, or people who came in legally and then decide that they want to use the asylum routes? Maybe, I don't know. We don't know. But it seems like they're going to lump everybody in the same boat. Now, the next one I'm going to share with you is with the Telegraph, guys. Shabana Mahmood intends to announce on Monday that she is going to make ILR to be retrospective. I saw this coming. There's something I received. The Telegram sent me an email. You know, when you subscribe, you'll send you emails. So on that one, she intends to withdraw. You know, the ECHR, that's the human rights body that has been protecting a lot of people. That is, people have said that is the reason why many people do not get deported. It's an EU thing. She wants to withdraw from that so they have the right to do what they want to do without anybody contesting, taking them to court and then reviewing and that. I saw that first before. I'll share it on the screen with you. I saw this first before I saw all this news I've been sharing with you. So let's look at the Telegraph. It says here that Boris wave migrants face 10-year ban on claiming benefits. But if you read the report, you notice that it's not just, oh, you would get ILR in 5 years and then you cannot claim benefits after you've gotten ILR. That is not what I'm reading here. What I can see here is that Shabana Mahmood, the Home Secretary, is expected to announce plans to force up to 1.6 million migrants who arrived under Boris Johnson's immigration regime to wait a decade before they are entitled to indefinite leave to remain. Boris Johnson's period is from 2021. There are fears that the migrants could add hundreds of millions of pounds to Britain's growing benefits bills, because more than 800,000 are in low-paid work, meaning that their families will be eligible for welfare support. So they now backed it up with statistics of, oh, somebody said that when they reviewed it, that because they are lower earning, when you compare it with the median wages of British people, the median wages of British people is around 29,000, and most care workers, they didn't even mention care workers, but most other people that came in, we know most of them were care workers, were earning less than that, or are still earning less than that. And because of it, they decided that, oh, these people, if they get ILR, they would actually go on benefits. They will not want to work. Because of that, they are saying, extend it to 10 years. Now, a lot of people have been saying there is this lawsuit. People, yes, it's likely to happen. How will the Home Office manage it? I don't know. Another thing is that when they keep stating the HSMP 2008, what happened then, and they won it, the Home Office protected themselves after that happened. What they went was they would just put something in your visa. Anytime you are filling your visa, that they have the right to change it anytime they want. So I don't know how they're going to do it. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not an immigration advisor, but I've read a lot of things online. I just share with you what I've read online on both sides. I have been preparing you for what is to come. That's what I do. Even with care workers, when they were talking about care workers not being able to bring dependents, I prepared you ahead of time that the rules were going to change. Even though that time, initially 7 months to that time, they kept saying that they would allow care workers to bring only one dependent. Then they changed their minds. It was building up until they made that final announcement. That's what I do. I share with you the proposals. You will see how everything is being molded. When Reform said they were not going to give ILR, I shared it with you. When the Conservatives said they were going to make it 10 years to ILR, I shared that with you. When Reform said there are some people that are not net contributors and that they don't want them to have ILR, I shared that with you because I knew that this is where everything is going. This is where it's going. When Reform and the Conservatives talked about ECHRR, how they were going to withdraw from it so that they can have total control and enforce any law without anybody contesting it, I shared it with you. So it seems that the UK and the current government they've been pressurized. That's what happens when the opposition party makes a proposal. It's like a pressure on the government to act in a certain way. That is how they craft and navigate the whole thing. They mold these laws. It's through pressure, and then they go and do the research on that thing. And when they find out that, oh, low wage earners are not contributing positive, according to them, me and you, we know that as a care worker, let's not talk about if all the migrants in the NHS just decide not to work, if all the migrants decide not to do anything, the NHS will not exist. Yes, some other sectors will suffer greatly. We know that, but that is not the narrative. People will need to blame some people for something. This is what I feel. I don't know. What do you think about what is happening right now? In my own opinion, I feel allow us to get 5 years to ILR. Then after we get our ILR, we can now stay without benefits. We are willing to work. That's my opinion. It's a better policy than saying wait 10 years to ILR. Do you know how many people are waiting for the time They'll be able to, stop paying continuous visa fees, IHS fees, this fee. Oh, there are just too many. Another thing is that people have been asking me, will teachers be affected? With people in tech and other professions be affected? I don't know. I know that they have put different lists for different people. They've withdrawn care workers and even nursing auxiliaries and assistants from that health and care visa list, and now they've put them in another list. So what I know for sure right now is that the way things will happen is they might decide to protect people who earn more, because the target is what you earn. National insurance is about how much you earn. It depends on how much you earn. That's when you can pay national insurance or contribute to the society. So I don't know. Is it possible that if you earn a certain amount, maybe if you're in that 5 years to ILR and you are getting your promotion, and then you cross the threshold, things will be good for you? I guess so. Is it possible that as you're earning, maybe as a care worker, you switch to tech and then you develop your skills, or you switch to occupational therapies or something like that, increase your earning, and then you cross a threshold, therefore you can qualify for ILR maybe let's just say in 5 years? It could be. All these things are possibilities. That's why I said, please plan to get out of here. Work towards it. Even if it's a 2-year goal, once you get your skilled worker visa, just keep working towards it. Even if it's pre-registration while you're working, even if it is part-time something that would get you out of here so that you earn more. Career progression is the key, guys. I've been saying it for a long time here. Anyway, I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.
Africa's rich history is filled with stories of powerful kings and queens, like Queen Amina of Zazzau, the fearless warrior queen, King Mansa Musa of Mali, the wise and just ruler, Queen Nzinga of Angola, King Shaka Zulu, and many other notable African rulers. Join us on a journey through the lives of Africa's most legendary kings and queens. In African Kings and Queens, discover the fascinating stories of these iconic leaders. Get your copy now on Amazon Kindle. Grab your copy now.